Adele speaks out about the devastation caused by the cancellation of her Las Vegas residency. There was just no soul in it. I want to share the story of my career from the beginning to the present. I won't say too much about it, but the show is growing. Adele is finally ready to discuss one of the most difficult times in her public life. Adele refers to the morning of January 20th as, by far the worst moment of my career, in a cover story for the September issue of Elle magazine, reliving the tearful video she posted to Instagram that morning informing her fans that she was cancelling her anticipated stay at the Colosseum at Caesar's Palace. There was little information available at the time about the reason for the abrupt cancellation, which occurred just one day before the series' scheduled premiere. Adele hasn't spoken publicly about the decision in the 5 months since, but she assures fans in the Elle piece, by far. I was ecstatic about those shows. It was catastrophic. She explains that she had been awake for more than 30 hours prior to the decision, tormenting herself over a decision that had taken a week to make. Although the Omicron wave of COVID-19 that was raging at the time had diminished her team, they had previously accomplished more with less, but with months of rehearsals behind them, her band's livelihood, and piles of money that had been invested in the show up until that point. The singer was terrified of abandoning the millions of cardholders who had made elaborate plans to join her in Vegas. There was simply no soul in it, she said about the Weekends with Adele production, which didn't feel right to her and was supposed to premiere on January 21st. Adele blamed the cancellation on COVID's production delays at the time. The stage setup was incorrect. It felt distant from me and my band, and it lacked intimacy. And maybe I tried too hard in such a controlled environment to give it those things. Adele stated that the first few months following the announcement were very, very difficult, as she felt embarrassed. But her confidence grew as she realized she was doing something very brave. And I doubt many people would have gone as far as I did. I am extremely proud of myself for advocating for my artistic needs. That essentially means she will stop promoting her 30th album for fear of appearing unconcerned about the cancellation if she continues to push and perform other concerts. I didn't want anyone to think I wasn't giving it my all, she explained, noting that there is at least one unreleased music video from the album that we have yet to see. Yes, I was. Adele, 34, became so frustrated during a dress rehearsal the night before announcing the cancellation that she walked to the end of the 15,700 square foot stage, sat down during the first song, pulled her microphone away, and began to sing a cappella to the mostly empty room with 4,300 seats. They could hear me up there, she said, even without amplification. This would be the best part of the show, she said, reflecting on the intimacy and pretension of playing the humble room in a career that has seen her fill arenas and stadiums all over the world. For me and you. This is what I'm looking for, she added, imagining a small audience. And none of that, she says, gesticulating as if to conjure up a glitzy Vegas stage with all the bells and whistles you'd expect. It was a watershed moment for an artist who has always blazed her own trail in terms of releasing music, touring, engaging fans, and going dark when not promoting new music. She's all about authenticity, says Jonathan Dickens, her manager since she was 18 years old. It would be a lie to the fans if she went out to put on a show that she isn't happy with. The story depicts an artist living the friendly, chic life you'd expect after Adele's phenomenal success, flying to New York to attend Cleveland Cavs forward Kevin Love's wedding, then returning to London to take her 9-year-old son Angelo to see Billie Eilish at the O2.